Never. Definitely not. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Lola. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my 7 essential sewing tools that I use while I do my, and these are things that are going to help you in your sewing and also make things, nice. Let's get into this one. So the first thing, when you are sewing or when you do any kind of DIY craft, whatever it be, I think the first thing that one essential thing that everyone has is a measuring tape. A measuring tape, a flexible measuring that you can use, to measure around curves, straight lines. Especially when you're working with clothes like myself, you need to be able to wrap it around the body and things like that. So definitely I would say the first essential is a measuring tape. It has inches on one side and then it also has centimeters on the other side. So whichever measurements you're working with will be okay for you. So the second thing, guys, it's a little bit like the first one, but it's a bit different because this one isn't flexible, and that is your ruler. Everybody needs a ruler. There are different types of ruler. This is a straight one. Different types of ruler. This has inches and it also has centimeters like the measuring tape, but as I said, it's not flexible. This is only something that you'd use to do drafting and things like that. Again, I have some more rulers. This is another one. This is one of my favorites. Let me just put these other ones down here. This is another one of my favorites because it kind of has everything on it. I don't know if you guys can really see it there, but it has like your 90 degrees. Can you guys see that? I'm not sure if you guys can see it. It has your 90 degrees angles. It has a 45-degree angle. It also has a curve which helps you with armholes, your neck, the neck hole and things like that. And then obviously again you have your straight lines. And another good thing about this is that it's like a what do they call it again? Is it a T-square? So you get a real clean 90 degrees angle, which is great. So this is definitely one of my favorite rulers. And then there's also one other ruler I can show you. This one, this ruler here. It's a curved ruler. It's good for armholes, good for cap sleeves, hip lines, waist, things like that. So yeah, this is another good one. So guys, the third thing I would say is definitely important to have while sewing is 100% is scissors. Yeah, you need scissors in your life when you are doing any kind of sewing, even if it's just craft. You need scissors. These are fabric scissors, very sharp. So you definitely need a pair of fabric scissors. And I would also suggest that you have a pair of paper scissors, because any good seamstress knows that you do not use your fabric scissors to cut paper. Never. Definitely. If you want to start trouble with any kind of seamstress, just go use their scissors and cut some paper. Anyway, so yeah, definitely I would say scissors is another essential tool. So these are paper scissors and these are your fabric scissors. So the fourth thing that I would say that you need when you're going to be doing sewing or any kind of DIY again is definitely some kind of marker, pencil or chalk. As a seamstress myself, I tend to use pencils, I tend to use chalk more. So I have a few. So you need a pencil, you need a sharp one. This one isn't sharp at the moment, but you definitely need a pencil or some kind of chalk. This is chalk, but this one is a bit broken, but this is chalk. It's another, and I have another kind of chalk here, which I will show you guys. This one I really do like. I really like this one. So it's kind of got like a little powdery chalk inside. I don't know if you guys can see it there. Yeah. And yeah, this is so cool. I mean, I shouldn't really do it with my hand, but yeah, you just roll it like that. Can you guys see? And then you just draw your lines, and it's just so much easier. It gives you a nice clean line. So I really do love this one. If I see the link, then I will definitely, because I got it online somewhere, but I can't remember where I got it from. But if I see the link, I'll definitely put it in the description box below, guys. And guys, don't forget, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know by leaving your comments in the comment section below. So the fifth thing I think you guys will need when you're going to start your sewing journey is 100% a seam ripper. every seamstress needs a seam ripper, because no matter how good you are, even if you're a beginner or even a professional, you're gonna make one mistake or the other, and you're gonna need to unpick. So basically, this is what a seam ripper looks like. It's literally one of those things that take out the stitches easily. Yeah, so this is a seam ripper. So definitely everybody needs a seam ripper, whether you're professional, beginner or not. Everybody needs a seam ripper. So the sixth thing you guys are going to need when you are setting up your essential toolbox for sewing is pins. It needs pins. These just make your life so much easier. Again, whether you are a beginner or a professional, it just helps to keep things in place. I think pins are definitely important. Let me show you the kind of pins I use. These are the ones I use with like these kind of like flower heads. So there, I'll show you these two. That's what they look like. So again, if I see these online, I will definitely put the link below. Then you've got these other kind of pins. These are glass head pins. Again, people really like these, and I do like them. As you can see, I have them. But the only thing with these ones is that they're just so small. They are so small, but people use them, and they are good. They are good. And the good thing about them is that when you iron on those glass head ones, that they don't melt, which unlike the other ones, they can melt with the iron, because obviously they've got the plastic heads. So that's definitely another a point to note there. So if you do want to get the one, if you know you're going to be doing a lot of ironing over the pins and things like that, then maybe it is better to get the glass head ones. So the last thing I would say that you guys need in your sewing kit is the snippers. Definitely snippers. This is something that you will use to like cut off those little threads, you know, when you're sewing or when you're on the sewing machine or for that, you know, you'd cut those little bits off. So definitely, instead of carrying those big heavy scissors, as you can see, my scissors are quite heavy. Instead of carrying those heavy, it's nice to have these little scissors on the side. I have, look, to be honest, I have loads of scissors. It's like I'm collecting them. I'm not sure why I have so many, but I have a lot of scissors. But definitely, the ones I showed you earlier, the fabric scissors and these snippers are definitely the ones I would say I use the most. Yeah, but these are like little snippers. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. So that's the 7 essential sewing tools that you will need to get started in your sewing journey. So I will be putting the list of things that I mentioned in the video in the description box, and I definitely will try my best to put all the links there as well. So guys, if there's any other questions, feel free to let me know, and I will definitely see you guys in my next video. Oh yeah, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Ciao.